This is going to be a quick video on a takedown of firearms that have different takedown levers. This one right here is a Stoger STR9, but this is also applicable to Glocks, Glock 17s, Glock 19s, pretty much any Glock. This right here, Smith & Wesson. This particular firearm is a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield. Most Smith & Wessons you can apply this to. I'm going to start off with the Stoger STR9, aka what a lot of people like to call the Glock clone. First and foremost, what you want to do is make sure that your firearm is clear, and you want to do that by first removing the magazine. Just make sure it's clear. It's clear. Okay, so I'm going to show two different methods on how to do this. The first method is pretty much turn your firearm upside down. You're going to take the crevice of your hand, put this into this crease of the firearm, pull back on it with one hand. See how I pulled that back? Pull the slide back. This is your takedown lever. You have both of those, one on this side, one on this side. You're going to pull this back. These takedown levers on each side, pull those down. When you pull those takedown levers down, you should be able to push this slide forward a bit. So what we're going to do is, in one motion, that, pull these down. Our slide is able to go forward now. Once we do that, we can pull the trigger. Once we do that, you can take the slide entirely off. You want to do an entire disassembly of the gun, just in a method of cleaning it. Push forward on the spring. Take your spring off. Push forward. And then pull back. Be able to take the barrel out. There we go. Reassemble it. Put our barrel back in first. Pull back on that. Put our spring back in. Push up on there. Make sure it's locked. Line it back in with the lower. Pull all the way back on it. Make sure everything's assembled and we're good. The other method that I was going to show is sometimes a lot of people say that these takedown levers are hard to pull down on at the same time when you use this method. So another method is hold your firearm. Of course, it's never going to be in the trigger box. Pull this back. And what you do is when you pull that back, you pull down on this takedown lever, just this one. All right. So as you see, that one is down. You continue to hold that. You go to this side and you pull down on this one. So you heard the trigger release. Reset, rather. Once that's done, you see that the barrel is now able to come out of the firearm, and we do the same thing. We just pull the trigger, pull on the slide, and it's able to be disassembled. All right, so that's the method for any firearm that has two takedown levers on it. Next, we're going to do the Smith & Wesson. First things first, as always, we always do is, in this case, if your safety is on, first thing you want to do is you want to make sure everything is clear. And what you do first is you Take the magazine out. Disengage your safety. Pull back on the slide, make sure it's clear. All right. This right here is our slide lock and our slide release. This right here is our pin right here. Not our pin, our takedown lever. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull back on this, then we're going to lock it. It's now locked. When it's in this position, we can now fold this all the way down at a 90-degree angle. Our takedown lever. Fold that down. We're going to pull down on our slide release. It's now set. Pull the trigger. Now our barrel can be taken off. This particular gun has a double spring action. We push forward on the spring. You want to take this out to clean this. Push forward, then pull back on our actual barrel. And there we are. To reassemble it, put your barrel back in, spring back in, make sure it's locked in, secure, line this back in, lower, pull back on that. Our takedown lever, first we have to pull back on our slide again, lock that in. Now we can reset our takedown lever. Reset it by pulling down on our takedown, not our takedown, our slide lock, slide release. And we're good. Once our magazine is back in, safety is on. And that's how you go about taking down firearms that have a double action takedown lever or a single takedown lever. Thanks for watching.